Hi, everyone. We are just crushing this list. We are on the meat and potatoes, as this Oklahoma girl would say. We are figuring out how to ignite that dream board, how to bring it to life this year. So when we get to the end of the year, we will have had some really big accomplishments. So the first thing here for our step 5, which is getting clear and completing that wheel of life, is that we have got to get really clear on where we are now. And we've got to be really honest with ourselves here. This might be one of the hardest sections, but this is also one of the most important sections. We've got to recognize where our life is out of balance and how we can correct that. So I'm going to use an example. I know we all know people like this, but it's easy to just use a famous person. We can use a professional athlete. So professional athlete, you see them and they are crushing one area of their life. I mean, they are clear. They have got it down. They know how to go out on game day and get the job done. But you also see in the headlines that the other areas of their life are a complete disaster. And so what you want to do here is figure out where that life balance is and where you're out of balance. So these exercises are going to be really important. Lots of thought-provoking questions through here. And one of my favorite exercises is the Wheel of Life that I'm going to really encourage you to do once a month so that you can continue to pivot and change, because life happens in one day. Everything could turn upside down in your life. Maybe you get some news from a family member. Maybe there's an accident. Maybe there's a promotion and you're moving across country. Things happen. And when you wake up every day, that's one of the most important things I've learned is I just got to get grounded. Thank God for another day and that He is with me so that I can get through whatever comes my way, because we just don't know when our life balance is going to get turned upside down. So as Jim Rohn said, we want to be very wary of the price the rest of our life has to pay for that one area of our life that we see success in. So what we're going to do here is we are going to look at the different areas of our life. The Wheel of Life is a simple exercise that you can do, and it's going to look at 8 different areas of your life. You're going to rate them 1 to 5 and see how your results come out. And again, I'm going to encourage you to do this every single month and make those pivots and changes as necessary so that we can really make sure that we stay on track. Again, we're not trying to just make this list one time at the end of the year and hope it all comes true. What you guys are here to do, you're the exception. You're the ones following through and doing this and wanting to make these life changes that you may have tried to make year after year after year. But this time, we've got that internal heart behind us. We've got that why power, and we're going to take a really hard, tough, long look at where our life might be out of balance and how we can change that. So here we go. Let's start with the 8 different areas of your life. All righty, you guys should have your worksheets in front of you. I'm going to go ahead and read through the questions for the first area. It's relationships and family. And you're going to rate the following on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being the least true and 5 being the most true. And then you'll total up your score. And then that is what's going to go on to your Wheel of Life that we'll get through. But here we go. The first section, relationships and family. All right. I spend at least 10 hours of focused time with my family each week. Rate yourself 1 to 5. I get together with friends at least once a week. There is no one in my life who I haven't completely forgiven. I am actively engaged in learning how to be a better spouse, parent, and/or friend. I actively look for ways to support and help advance the success of my friends and my family. I take complete responsibility for all relationship conflicts when they arise. I easily trust those I live and work with. I am 100% honest and open with all of those that I live and work with. It is easy for me to commit to others and honor those commitments. I recognize when I need support, and I am continually seeking help. That's the end of friends and family. All right, we are heading into section 2 of the Wheel of Life. This is physical. Remember, you've got a scale of 1 to 5 on your worksheets. All right, the first question is, I do strength training at least 3 times a week. I do cardiovascular training at least 3 times a week. I do stretching and or yoga type of exercise at least 3 times a week. During a typical day, I watch no more than 1 hour of television. I eat breakfast, more than just coffee, every day. I don't eat fast food, ever. I spend time outside for at least 30 minutes a day, every day. I have undisturbed sleep for at least 8 hours each night. I don't drink more than 1 caffeinated beverage per day. I drink at least 8 glasses of water each day. And that completes section 2, physical. All right, we are on to section 3, and this is business. I plan my day out the night before or the day before. My goals are written, prominently displayed, and regularly reviewed. I love what I do, and I enjoy getting up every day to do my job. I am continually filled with feelings of accomplishment and satisfaction from my work. I am constantly improving my professional strengths and weaknesses. If I could, I would still do my job without pay. I am home with my family on time every day. My current business job has the realistic potential of accomplishing all my financial goals for the next year. My current business job has realistic potential of accomplishing all my financial goals for the next 10 years. My current business gives me a feeling of significance as it makes a positive difference in the lives of others. And that's the end of section 3, business. We are on section 4, which is financial. I have completely detailed a budget, and I unfailingly stick to it. I have a professionally designed and diversified financial portfolio. I save at least 10% of my income every month. I am credit card debt-free. I have a dedicated 6-month reserve account completely funded and set aside. I feel that I am compensated completely according to my worth. I have an updated and completed last will and testament. I have the needed insurance and financial plan in place for my family should something happen to me. I have a detailed plan that will accommodate exactly what I need to live as I desire after retirement and for the rest of my life. I live well below my means and never spend money imprudently. And that's the end of section 4, financial. Section 5, spiritual. I consider myself a spiritual person. I take at least 20 minutes each day to meditate and reflect on my life. Others who know me would consider me a spiritual person. I have a personal relationship with my spiritual source. I study my spiritual beliefs daily. I practice my spiritual beliefs daily. I teach my spiritual beliefs daily. I live completely in accordance with my spiritual beliefs. I consistently use my spirituality to help resolve my problems. I consistently use my spirituality to help others. And that's the end of section 5, spiritual. And we are on section 6, which is mental. I read something instructional or inspirational for at least 30 minutes each day. I listen to something instructional or inspirational for at least 30 minutes each day. I stay completely current with my industry news. I seek instructional information in my field every day. I have a mentor whom I trust. All of my friends are a positive influence on my life. I never engage in gossip. I review my major goals every day. I review what I am grateful for every day. I always say no to requests or obligations that don't fit my core values or objectives. And that is the end of section 6, mental. Section 7 is lifestyle. I have hobbies outside of work that I enjoy and take part in at least 3 times a week. I attend cultural events, such as operas, museum, theater events, at least 2 times a month. I vacation at least once a year with no work communications. I spend as much time as I want with my family. I spend as much time as I want with my friends. I am constantly seeking adventure, trying something new and exciting for a diverse experience. I feel like there's enough time in the day to do what I need to do and what I want to do. I live the life to the fullest every day. I take time out to daydream every day. I am completely present in every moment of every day. And that's section 7, lifestyle. And as we get to section 8, that is under relationships and family. So you'll go back to section 1, and that score that you received under relationships and family will go both in the line for family. It'll match the line for relationships. So when you get done, you should have a wheel of life at all the areas that we just talked about. So what you're going to do is you're going to total up those scores. And if you had a score of 5, then you would put a little dot on the first line notch. If your score was 6 to 10 in one of those areas, you would move up 2 notches and so forth. So 11 to 15 is 3 notches, 16 to 20 is 4 notches, 21 to 25 is 5 notches, 26 to 30 is 6 notches, 31 to 35 is 7 notches, 36 to 40 is 8 notches, 41 to 45 is 9 notches. And if you got a score of 46 to 50, you would go on the 10th notch. So you're going to go ahead and put those on each of the notches. And then you're going to take your little dots and you're going to connect them. So if in physical here, you were at a 5, and then you're over here in relationships, you're at 10, you would go from that 5th line up to the 10th line. And then let's say that this next one here was also a 10. And then you went over here and it was a 2 or a 3. So you're going to be able to see the more circular your wheel of life is, the more imbalance you are. And if you see something go from a high to a low and back to a high, the low numbers are showing you where you will be out of balance. So that is the wheel of balance exercise. You will have all those same questions in worksheets. I've got this handout for you as well. Those of you that were able to get a Dreamboard package will have a laminated version where you can dry erase it and do it each month. But I highly suggest, if you want this Dreamboard to come to life, then you want to look at this every single month and see where you need to maybe pivot and make some changes, pull some things on or off, make some additions to that Dreamboard so that we can really bring it to life. So that is one of the biggest sections here. And I am so excited you're still hanging in through this all with me. I can't wait to see all these Dreamboards.